How's it going? It's Feel Good Friday. I'm Jill Spring, and I'm pretty excited about this week's video because it's actually really more about me, folks. Today it's about me, and I'm feeling really good, although I'm feeling really humble. And basically what happened was last week I had an interaction with a guest service person who essentially had my Frisbee, knew who I was, but wasn't giving it to me because she was following protocol. That was upsetting me. And unfortunately, instead of acting in a kind manner and giving off good energy, I was getting really frustrated, and I ended up being pretty rude. And the people that I were with noticed that, obviously, because I had been pretty mellow and happy, easygoing for most of the time that they've known me. And they brought it to my attention, and they just said, you know, Jill, you really weren't very nice. You really weren't very kind. And I started to defend myself, and then I realized it still didn't feel good when I was defending myself. And I realized it didn't feel good because maybe they were right. Maybe I could have approached that situation a little bit differently. Maybe if I had been kinder, it would have been a different outcome anyway. But the bottom line is that I realized I disappointed them, and that really bothered me because they thought I was a nice, kind person. But the really worst part was that I disappointed myself because I didn't act in the best way that I could. And I really, really learned from this whole situation. It might not seem like that big of a deal, but I tell you what, I even called like a mentor, and I said, I feel terrible, I don't know what to do. But I'm learning, and I'm growing, and I'm taking accountability for what I'm doing wrong, and I'm taking action. I'm writing letters to people to say, I'm sorry, that was not nice. And I am going to do my best not to do it again. Because we are all human, and we are not all perfect, but the best thing we can do as humans is perfectly learn to grow from our mistakes. So, here's my letter that I wrote. It says, Dear Nancy F., I hope this letter finds you well. I'm guessing you may be wondering who this letter is from and why you're receiving it. I was a customer at Guest Services whom you worked with during a recent concert. Unfortunately, you may remember that I was upset about not getting my Frisbee back without immediately providing proof of my ticket due to our previous conversation. For this reason, and with my most genuine intentions, I am writing to apologize for my rude behavior. I humbly ask that you accept this apology. After my poor conduct was brought to my attention, I realized that I could have handled myself and the situation in a much kinder manner. However, I am thankful for this experience as it has impacted me so much more than you will ever know. I believe each interaction we have with each other is an opportunity to learn and grow. And so, I thank you for our brief encounter. In a world where violence and hatred seem to be everywhere we turn, I am on a mission to be a change towards a better world, filled with more love, compassion, and kindness for my children and their children. This week, I've learned and recognized my mistakes. I will continue to take action to better myself and the world around me, one day, one experience, and one action at a time. I hope you see that this letter is filled with love and hope. It is my action towards a better world. Sincerely, Jill Spring. And that's what it's all about. We make mistakes, and then we learn, and then we grow, and then we be better. And that's what's going to change you, and that's what's going to change the world. All right, peace. Get it going.